Well, it's finally here, folks. We are here at Kansas Speedway for race number 20 of Season 7 of the Oreo Truck Series, where after the end of this 27-lap event, we will know at least 12, maybe 13 of the drivers that are going to battle it out for the championship here this season. This is the next to last opportunity for drivers to make their way into this season's chase. We're, of course, going to have the LCQ at Talladega next week as well. But today, based on your guys' votes, one driver that wins this race will automatically, regardless of where they are in points, even if they're dead last in points, they will get themselves into the chase for the championship and join either 11 or 12 others that'll make their way in either via top 10 in points or via the 2 wildcard spots. It's going to be a crazy one. Hope you guys are ready for it, as the Pop Secret 300 is about ready to be run. On the pole position is going to be Andreas Allen, and alongside of him will be Joshua Michaels. Now, normally when we come to a race where the field for the chase is going to be set, we don't really talk about the drivers such as these guys on the front row that are running back 18th in points and 28th in points. But keep in mind, if they win today's event, automatically they're inside the chase for the championship. But we should talk a bit about the drivers coming into this race that either are locked in, are close to being locked in, or have to try and lock themselves in by the time the checkered flag waves. Gene Sanford, Tanner Sullivan, they come in with absolutely no worries whatsoever. They're automatically locked into the chase for the championship. Kyle Thomas, he's very, very close. He basically just has to finish the race. If Kyle Thomas can finish the race, he's automatically in the chase for the championship. Now, the big area where there's going to be a lot of fluctuation possibly is from 4th on down. Kyle Corbett is 1 point up on Deanna Shelton, who is 4 points up on Jamie DeFelu, who is only 1 point up on Austin LaPlante, who is only 2 points up on Zach Campbell, who is only 4 points up on Jacob Lawler and Isaac Canepa, who are 9th and 10th in points, who are only 6 points up on Dylan Poteet, who's only 4 points up on Levi McIntyre, and then you got a few others that could be long shots to get in, including Chris Dollerton, Sean Galligan, and Eric Burton. But from Kyle Corbett on down, those are the drivers we're keeping an eye on during the course of today's event. Now, as far as the drivers that are inside the top 10 in points right now, Thomas, Corbett, Shelton, DeFelu, LaPlante, Campbell, Lawler, and Canepa, they basically have to finish inside either the top 5 or the top 10. I would say that drivers in positions 4 through 8 in the standings, they have to finish in the top 10. And then, of course, Lawler and Canepa, in order to hold off Dylan Poteet and Levi McIntyre, who are not too far behind them, they basically have to finish in the top 5. So it's going to be very, very close, and we're going to keep our eyes on all those drivers I mentioned during the course of today's event. But I think it's time to get these cars rolling off, don't you? Yeah, let's do this. As the pace car is going to lead them off, we'll show you your starting lineup on the top of your screen. So Gene Sanford, Tanner Sullivan, even if they wreck out of today's race, they are in the chase for the championship. Now, Gene Sanford would probably like to be able to win this race, though, because she doesn't have a win yet this season, and that would be 5 extra bonus points that she'd be able to use once the chase field is comprised. Tanner Sullivan went to victory lane back at Daytona, hasn't been to victory lane since then. He'd love to be able to pick up an extra 5 bonus points as well. And how about some of the drivers inside the top 10 in points that don't have wins yet? Kyle Thomas, Kyle Corbett, and Deanna Shelton. We may see them up here at the front. They may not want to leave it to chance that they'll make it via top 10 or top 5. They may want to go for it all, get 5 valuable bonus points towards the chase for the championship. The highest starting of the drivers we'll be keeping an eye on today is Jamie DeFelu, starting off from the 9th position, just under Alex DeMarco. Kyle Corbett right behind him with Austin LaPlante. A number of drivers there that we're going to be keeping an eye on. Starting mid-pack, a number of drivers, though, starting near the rear of the field. We'll see what's going to happen here at the end of 27 laps. Andreas Allen, Joshua Michaels get us ready to go under the green. They'd love to be the one to lead under the checkered flag as well, and clinch themselves a spot in the chase. Green flag is out. We're underway in the Pop Secret 300. How hard are these guys going to race here early on? Well, there's your answer. 3 wide for the lead already. There goes Sam McMillan for the top position. Now, McMillan came into this race mid-season, replacing Zachary Robinson. But he's been pretty consistent, though. He has been able to work his way up through the points up to 42nd. And he would love to be able to get into the chase. There's Jake Rogers, former champion back from Season 2. How would it be for him to be able to try and become the first 2-time winner in the Truck Series as far as championships go? and they are 3 wide, about 3-4 rows deep. That tells you just how much this race means, and there goes DeFelu into the wall! That's one of those contenders we were talking about! And that was right up at the front of the field. Caution flag is out. I saw Brad Smith be collected. I have no idea who else. Maybe Sam McMillan, because I don't see the 33 up here at the front. But the caution flag is waving for the first time today, and this was a little too early, I think, for trouble to break out. Corbett got through. Lamas got through. There's Dylan Young and Andreas Allen. But were any of those contenders involved? There's one of them. Jamie DeFelu, 6th in the point standings. Sam McMillan involved. Jackie Tang's back here. There's Brad Smith's machine. Tanner Sullivan way back here, and everybody trying to whoa up. Looks like they all are going to. We may have actually only had about 3-4 cars involved in this. But there's the driver we got to keep an eye on right now. Jamie DeFelu, can he continue? If he retires, then he could be in deep jeopardy of not making the chase. And he is out. Oh boy. Jamie DeFelu, former winner this season, and was poised to make his very first chase. It may be over for that 78 team. What a tough break there for DeFelu. Was running up inside the top 5 at the moment that he wrecked, I believe. Caution flag is out. Nobody coming to pit road. Jake Rogers leads under yellow. Let's take a look at what happened. Well, it was 3 wide going into turn 1, but I think it's actually going to turn into 4 wide in the middle of turns 1 and 2. As we watch here, Kyle Corbett's going to move DeFelu up the track. DeFelu then gets clipped by Tang, up into Brad Smith and Sam McMillan. That's a tough break for all 4 of those drivers, because we know DeFelu's out of the race, and those other 3 are at least damaged. And that could come into play of them not winning this race and clinching a spot in the chase. But it does look like, for the most part, everybody else got through it. Oh, Langford hit the wall trying to not run into the back of Brad Smith. That's where he got his damage from. And I guess that's basically it. But there's the heartbreaker right there. Now, DeFelu, it's not over yet. It depends on where everybody else finishes. But DeFelu's got to pray for a miracle here, because he is the first retiree from this race, and he is right on razor's edge of making the chase or not. We'll find out at the end of these 27 laps if he makes it, but we got to head back now for the restart. So nobody came down pit road under that caution. At least nobody that had damage came down pit road. We did have a couple drivers come down, including, I believe Brad Smith came down pit road, and so too did Jamie DeFelu to retire, and Sam McMillan has taken his car behind the wall as well. Jackie Tang was on pit road. Jake Rogers is the leader. Kyle Corbett trying to clinch himself a chase spot. Right now he's in good spot of 2nd. Cody Lamas 3rd, 4th Dylan Young, and 5th place is Andreas Allen, then it's Alex DeMarco, Joshua Michaels, Matthew Daly, Leah Walker, and there's Austin LaPlante in 10th. There's one of the long shots, Chris Dollerton. He is in 12th place. Isaac Canepa, 10th in points. He's 15th right now. Levi McIntyre, who is 12th in points. He's 18th. Kyle Thomas is in 19th. Right now, I think he would have, at this point, clinched himself a spot in the chase due to 2 drivers retiring. We're going to be going back to green, but we're still looking through the field here. Jacob Lawler, 9th in points. He's 21st. Deanna Shelton, 5th in points. She's 25th right now. Zach Campbell, 27th, 8th in points. Gene Sanford, there, the points leader, and 30th. Dylan Poteet, 31st, right behind her. Poteet's got to do a lot better than that if he's going to make it into the top 10. He's 11th in points. There's Tanner Sullivan. No need to worry of getting into the chase because he's already locked in, but he's back in 37th. And, of course, we showed you Jamie DeFelu, what happened to him, and he has retired from this race. So some drivers doing good, some drivers not doing quite as good. We showed you Levi McIntyre and Chris Dollerton, but we didn't actually show you where Sean Galligan is because he's another of the long shots. I must have missed him. He's 19th right now, right behind his teammate Levi McIntyre. So 2 of the Penske Dodge's long shots in this race, but they could do something, you never know. Right now, Jake Rogers leads the way. And for Jake Rogers, if he can win this thing, he's in the chase for the championship. It'd be the first time Jake Rogers has been back in the Oreo Truck Series chase since he won the championship back in Season 2. And it'd be sweet redemption for that 91 team. He's 26th in the point standings. Here comes Matthew Daly. Daly had a great run last week at Pocono. Really seemed to turn it up as far as his consistent finishes last week. Daly is up to 19th in the point standings, and right now we are poised to have potentially 5 rookies in this season's chase. Matthew Daly, if he could win this race, that would make it potentially 6. Kyle Corbett right back there. We talked about how Corbett's been consistent this season. He's 4th in points and pretty much poised to take a spot in this season's chase, but he doesn't have any wins. And he would love to get 5 valuable bonus points, as there's our Daytona winner, Austin LaPlante, moving by. LaPlante ended up making the chase last season when he drove the number 6 machine for Roush Fenway Racing. He's trying to make the chase here for the 2nd straight season, this time driving the number 48 out of Hendrick Motorsports. And there's Trent Dunham. That's another former chaser. He's actually the former champion. He's actually the defending champion of this series. Trent Dunham currently rides in the 32nd place in points. If he won this race, it wouldn't matter. He'd make the chase for the championship and be defending his title. Battle up here for the lead. Joshua Michaels was able to get around Jake Rogers. Now LaPlante trying to get around Joshua Michaels in the 43. Michaels is a former winner this season, 18th in points. He's been having a pretty stellar season, and he could end up making the chase if he won this race. Keep in mind here too, folks, we also have the wild card position that could come into play. Right now, Kyle Matthews is in the best position because he has 2 wins and he's outside the top 10 in points, so he could very well have the first wild card spot. But a lot of drivers just outside the top 10 in points have 1 win. If they pick up a 2nd win, that could help them as far as a wild card position, including Sean Galligan, Joshua Michaels, Jake Cole, Bob Jones, Andreas Allen, and Trent Dunham. Jake Rogers going to take the lead back, and there's Isaac Canepa coming in that very critical bubble spot, the 10th position in points. He's trying to work his way up here, and he's got Cody Lamas helping him in the 39, his teammate. Canepa won a couple weeks ago at Charlotte. It worked his way up into the top 10 in points. He'd love to stay there, but here comes Cody Lamas to the bottom. Now, Cody basically locked himself up a spot in the chase with a win in the Mobil Cup Series race last week. He's locked into that series chase, I believe, because he's going to clinch a wild card spot. He'd love to be able to win here and make it 2 chases that he would take part in. Prudence Littlejohn right up there in that 20 machine, 25th in the point standings. Hasn't been to victory lane since season 5 at Phoenix. As Cody Lamas is going to take the top position and drive away with it. Here comes another former champ, Chris Dollerton in the 83. We told you about him being one of those long shot drivers. Well, he's got a shot here to make his way into the chase by winning this event. Chris Dollerton there in the 83. There's the one driver that could get in via wildcard spot, Kyle Matthews, 2-time winner this season. And right now, he's going to, whoa, Chris Dollerton gets loose there, and he's going to move on by as Kyle Matthews. And there's Jacob Lawler. Now for Lawler, he's currently running 9th position, and he is 9th in the point standings. The fortunate thing for him to be able to fall back on is he's a 2-time winner. So if he does have a bad run today and he falls outside the top 10 in points, he would be ahead of Kyle Matthews in the point standings, and he could lock up the first wild card spot. So right now, not a whole lot of pressure on the Home Depot Toyota, but still he wants to have a good run here tonight, or here today at Kansas. Levi McIntyre, one of those long shot drivers. He's worked his way up to the 10th position right now. He comes in 4 points behind Dylan Poteet, 10 points behind Isaac Canepa, but Canepa is running better than him, and so too is Jacob Lawler, 9th and 10th in points. So he's got to get up ahead of these guys, and he's got to create some distance between them if he's going to make the chase. 3 wide behind them there. Jake Rogers, Trent Dunham, who were up at the front not too long ago, they're way back there in a 3 wide situation. I think that's outside the top 20 too. Battle for the lead now. Kyle Corbett going to go for the top position. And he will move on by Cody Lamas. Andreas Allen, the pole sitter, going to move by as well. Allen actually disappeared from view at the beginning of this race. Now has worked his way back up here. He's a former winner this season. Packet Infineon, 28th in points. He'd love to be able to pick up a victory here, clinch a wild card spot, and make his way into the chase. These drivers have run 18 laps without pitting, too. I don't know if pit stops are going to come into play or not. Can they make it the full 27 laps on 1 tank of fuel? They may be able to. I don't know. We haven't been here at Kansas in a long time. I don't remember what the fuel window is. Well, just as I talk about that, I think Allen may be coming to pit road with Cody Lamas. Wow, talk about timing. Allen, Lamas, they're coming to pit road. Here comes Matthew Daly. Jake Cole is coming. Jimmy Bly, DeMarco, Washer, James McLeod, Dunham. I believe that was Tanner Sullivan back there as well coming to pit road. And that'll turn the lead over to the 17 of Kyle Corbett. And he'll have a huge gap to what I think is, Isaac Canepa and Jacob Lawler, 9th and 10th in points. Both those drivers know what's at stake. As here comes Corbett this lap. He's going to come to pit road. Who's going to come with him? Canepa's not, but Lawler will. Duncan, Silver Fox, Young, Eric Burton, our winner last week from Pocono. Jake Rogers and Deanna Shelton are coming to pit road this time, as Canepa's going to stretch it and stay out. So apparently track position more important to the 14. Oh, and he's out of fuel! He stretched it too far! That may have ended his chase hopes! Isaac Canepa is out of fuel on the back straightaway. He stretched it one lap too far. Oh my goodness. Canepa trying to bring that car around, coasted around to pit road. I think he'll be able to make it back to pit road, but this is going to cost him dearly. Oh my goodness, boy, that strategy just did not help the 14 car. He's got to hope, he's got to pray that that car gets to pit road quickly so he can get back out there. He's been running inside the top 10 for a majority of the day, and this may have just ended it. Into the attention of his crew, Isaac Canepa finally going to get that car serviced. Kyle Thomas, damage on the 16. What happened to third in points? He's got damage on his machine, and he's 38th. What in the world happened to him? And Jacob Lawler just lost a lot of position there. Is Lawler out of fuel? Wait, the caution may be out. Caution is out. And this could be a break, possibly, for Isaac Canepa. They're still showing him as the leader. Is that correct, though? Or has this not cycled around? If Canepa is the leader, he's the luckiest son of a gun on this earth. We're waiting for the official scoring. Maybe that damage on Kyle Thomas is what put us under the yellow. There is Kyle Corbett. I think Corbett's still going to cycle around as the leader. We're going to have to see here when they hit the stripe. And when they hit the stripe, we're going to have 6 to go. All of a sudden, that caution flag coming from absolutely out of nowhere. And it's just changed everything. See where they score Corbett. He should cycle as the leader, I would think. As he crosses the stripe, the scoring monitor, will it update itself? Yes, it will. He is the leader. Second place is William Duncan. Third, Jacob Lawler. Silver Fox is now up to 4th. 5th, Eric Burton. 6th, Deanna Shelton. And the rest of the top 10 are Cody Lamas, Andreas Allen, Luis Hernandez now up here in 9th, and Kyle Matthews is the top 10. So this pit stop and that caution shaking everything up. Let's jump back and see what happened. I believe third in points, Kyle Thomas was involved in this. Well, the fortunate thing for Kyle Thomas was that with the 2 drivers retiring earlier on, he is automatically in the chase now mathematically. But right there, he was running in 23rd position, and Haruhi Tashimi just going to dump him there coming out of the pits. And I believe that was what put us under the yellow flag. However, I also ended up seeing Matthew Daly just come to pit road and take his car back behind the wall. What happened to the 23? See if we can find if something happened to him. Everybody backing up here, and does he run into the back of somebody further up here maybe? I don't know what's going to happen to him, but a tough break for Matthew Daly. We do know he is out of the race. Oh, right there. Oh my goodness. Yep, never slowed down. And he's going to run right into the back of Dylan Poteet. Here comes Zach Rogers into it. Bob Jones is going to get a piece of it. Langford's going to get a piece of it. Here comes Chris Dollerton, one of the long shot drivers. Slow down, Chris. And no, he doesn't. Chris Washer into the back of him. Prudence Littlejohn into the back of him. And, oh, Alex DeMarco, Joshua Michaels. Do they slow up in time? I don't think they're going to. Michaels into the back of DeMarco, Dunham, Sanford, LaPlante. They all just start backing up. They don't even slow down. Tang's into the back of LaPlante. Tashimi into the back of Tang. Danny Wells into the back of Tashimi. It just goes on and on. Don't even need to look. You don't even need to see it. It's going to be all the way on back. Drivers just not willing to slow down under the caution. And they may have just taken themselves out of any championship contention. I'll tell you, it does get rather distressing to see drivers not use their heads under caution, but caution flag's out. Let's go back for the restart to see how many drivers are going to even be able to finish this thing. Well, we'll go back to green flag race on lap 25 of 27, giving us a total of 3 laps to finish out today's event. Right now, you're looking at the leader, Kyle Corbett. Brad Smith is a lap down machine in 37th, but he has to start there single file, so William Duncan's going to have some trouble getting past him for sure. He's second, though. Jacob Lawler third. James Silverfox fourth. Fifth is Eric Burton. Deanna Shelton sixth. Seventh is Cody Lamas. Andreas Allen runs in 8th. Luis Hernandez 9th, and Kyle Matthews is in 10th. Charles Jackson 11th. Jake Cole 12th. 13th is Prudence Littlejohn. 14th will be Leah Walker. Dylan Young 15th. 16th, Jake Rogers. Isaac Canepa, even after running out of fuel, got to pit road. He's back on the lead lap still, and he's in 17th. 18th, Levi McIntyre, Sean Galligan 19th, and Jimmy Bly is in 20th. They got Dylan Poteet, Alex DeMarco, Joshua Michaels, Trent Dunham, and Gene Samper. That's the top 25. Austin LaPlante, Haruhi Tashimi, Danny Wells, James McLeod, and Zach Campbell are the top 30. Then Bob Jones, all damaged. Same for Dollarton, Washer, Rogers, Tanner Sullivan, Jackie Tang, and Harrison Langford, who is, I believe, 1 lap down. That is the drivers that are going to finish out this race. Drivers out after what we saw take place include the following, and they are the cars of Matthew Daly and Kyle Thomas. Green flag back out here with 3 to go at Kansas. And William Duncan going to make short work of Brad Smith if he can. He wants to get up there and battle it out with Kyle Corbett. 2 Ford F-Series, 1-2 right now, but Corbett using that lap car, he's going to get away. And here comes 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th on back. Deanna Shelton right behind James Silverfox. This right here with where she's running would clinch her a spot in the chase. Jacob Lawler with where he's running would clinch a spot in the chase. And definitely where Kyle Corbett is running would clinch him a spot in this season's chase. As here comes William Duncan. He's trying to close up the gap here with less than 2 to go here at Kansas. Can he close the gap up? Can he get to Kyle Corbett? Corbett's going to try and make it here. Can he do so? Coming down to receive the white flag. 1 to go for Kyle Corbett and that 17 team. Can they finally get to victory lane here in the Oreo Truck Series? They've already been to victory lane in the Snickers Cup. As Deanna Shelton now moves underneath William Duncan. That's for 2nd. Cody Lamas right behind her. Almost some contact between the 94 and the 21. James Silverfox riding right underneath as well. Corbett wants to make the chase. If he wins this race, he's in. But I think he's basically in already. He came in 4th in points. He'll come out of turn 4 for the final time. Kyle Corbett will make the chase by winning here today. He picks up the win in the Pop Secret 300 here at Kansas. Deanna Shelton, she's in the chase with a 2nd place run here. Isaac Canepa finished in 14th. He may be in the chase. You never know. We're going to see. If he made it far enough, he finished ahead of Levi McIntyre and Dylan Poteet. So he could very well be in the chase. Trying to see here. Jacob Lawler, where'd he finish? 17th. Don't know if that's enough to make the chase or not. We'll see. There's Gene Samper, finished 24th today, just ahead of her. Austin LaPlante finished in 23rd. There's Poteet. Tried to make his way into the chase, 23rd today. Don't know if that's going to be enough. Zach Campbell right there in the 24. He didn't finish too terribly well. 29th, and he was 8th in points. Oh boy. Gonna be mighty interesting to see who does make the chase here. Let's find out where the rest of those other drivers we were looking for, where they ended up finishing this race. As Corbett wins, Shelton 2nd. We know for sure they're in the chase for the championship. And then it was Cody Lamas, Silverfox, Duncan, Andreas Allen, Luis Hernandez. Nice run for that rookie in 7th. We don't normally see him up at the front. Leah Walker, Eric Burton, after his win last week at Pocono, gets a 9th place finish here this week, and Jake Cole completes the top 10. So look further down. Canepa got 14th. He may be in the chase. Levi McIntyre, 16th. He was one of the long shot drivers, but I think he finished ahead of Poteet. He didn't finish too far ahead of Lawler, though, but he did finish ahead of Campbell. So this is going to be interesting. Did Campbell fall out And did McIntyre move in? We'll find out. Lawler 17th. Galligan won the long shot drivers 14th. I don't think that was enough for him to make the chase, so unfortunate for that team. Poteet 23rd. That's going to be a big question mark there. Sanford already locked in. She was 24th. LaPlante was actually 25th. I thought he finished ahead of Sanford, but he didn't. Looking further down, Zach Campbell there, 29th. Chris Dollerton, after not being able to slow down under the caution, that basically took him out of the contention for making the chase, as he was one of the long shot drivers. He finishes 30th. Tanner Sullivan didn't really have to worry about finishing well today, finishes 33rd. He was already locked into the chase. And then out of the race, Kyle Thomas and Jamie DeFalu. We know Thomas basically was already locked in. DeFalu, though, is going to be a big question mark. Came in 6th in the standings, and we'll have to see where DeFalu is situated after all of this. So who has made the chase, who hasn't? We're going to find out in just a moment. We'll show you your official finishing results, and then we'll come back and reveal to you the drivers that have locked themselves into this season's Oreo Truck Series Chase for the Championship. Don't go away. So, as you had the opportunity to take a look there at the official results, it's time now to find out who has made this season's Chase for the Championship. And I'm going to leave you in suspense again as you're looking at your rookie points heading into next week's event. And now it's time to look at the overall points, not as if the chase was happening, just the overall points right now, and we're going to go through them and see who makes the chase. Now, Gene Sanford, Tanner Sullivan, we already know that they made the chase. Kyle Corbett's win already locks him into the chase, and there you see Deanna Shelton. She was 3rd after her runner-up finish here today, so she is in the chase as well. Kyle Thomas, despite the hard luck he had getting turned by Haruhi Tashimi off pit road, he's 5th in the points, so he'll be in the chase. Isaac Canepa, he makes the chase after being in that bubble spot. He was 10th in points. He's 6th in points now, so he will be in the chase. Jacob Lawler, 2-time winner, had a pretty decent finish. He'll be 7th. He is in the chase. Austin LaPlante will make his 2nd straight chase, and he is in 8th in points. Zach Campbell, he will be 9th in points. So got 2 of the Hendrick trucks up here in the chase. And Levi McIntyre just barely was able to get up there into the top 10 in points. He will make the chase as well for Penske Racing. And then our 2 wildcard positions are going to go to, of course, Kyle Matthews as a 2-time winner, and the first driver with 1 win, highest in the points, was actually Dylan Poteet, 11th in the standings. He is by 6 points going to knock Jamie DeFalu, who had that tough luck and got involved in that wreck. DeFalu will not battle for the championship. Poteet by 6 points just barely gets in. And then a number of other drivers missing out as well, including Dollerton, Burton, Galligan, Lamas, who had a good run. He worked up to 16th in points, but not enough to get him into the chase. But that does not mean that these drivers are not going to get into the chase yet. You're looking at the rest of your standings as they would be if the chase wasn't starting right now. But they still have a chance in the LCQ next week at Talladega. So as you will take a look now, this is what the official chase standings look like at the current moment, not including the driver that'll win the LCQ. We won't know that until the Talladega race is over. But these 12 drivers are going to be battling it out for the championship here in Season 7. So, thanks all for watching. We'll see you guys next time. We still got to do the chase, put the chase fields together for Mobile and Snickers, and that'll take place later on in this weekend. So, we'll see you guys next time. You've been watching the production of the NCRA Offline Racing at its best. Good luck to all those battling out for the championship here in Season 7.